I'm settling my bill at the bar the other night, and this guy walks up to me and he says I'm cute, and he asks if he can buy me a drink. And I immediately start to blush because I more often date women, and regardless of that, I feel like I'm very rarely the object of desire, and I like to be. So I tell him, you can buy me a drink. Then I'm immediately just filled with this terror because like it's been so long since I have slept with anybody, but this voice inside me reminds myself, it is an act of protest for you to celebrate your sexuality. So you go out there and you pretend you know how to casually hook up with somebody for America. Then I sit there and for an hour, he tells me all about his indie podcast, and he never asks me a question. And I repeat to myself, for America, this is for America. Then I order a beer and he orders a glass of whiskey because it has less calories. And I say to him, calories? Like, why do you care about calories? You're even skinnier than me. And then he pinches the side of my belly and he says, yeah, but you've got a little. I laugh, but my face flushes red because my body is so rarely the object of judgment. This guy makes me feel as bad about myself as I make me feel. And against any advice that I would give to my little sisters, I decide to go home with him. He's got a mattress in the corner of this nice loft in Williamsburg, and we walk in, he takes 2 phones out of his pocket and puts them on the desk, and I say, why do you have 2 phones? And he smirks and he says, I'll tell you when you're ready. I want him to know that I am ready, and so I kiss him. And then as he starts to take our clothes off, I turn off the light because it just feels safer. And then he turns on the light and he says, no, you're gonna wanna see this. And he takes off his underwear. And he's not wrong. And I say, what do you do with that? And he says, actually, there's not much I can do. He takes off my underwear and he sees that I haven't shaved. And he says, ooh, masculine. And I feel proud of my pubic hair. And as he kisses me, the terror returns. But I push it away, not out of bravery, but just out of exhaustion with my own cowardice. Also, he and I barely touch each other. It's like he just kind of lays down and I hover over him and it's sort of like, you're doing good, I'm doing good, hey, we're both doing good. Like, that was great. Then he cleans himself off with a towel, he tosses it into a pile in the corner, and I lay down and he takes my arm and he places it over him, and I hold him as he falls asleep. This is the first time that I'm holding somebody else in as long as I can remember. It doesn't make everything okay, but it does make some things okay.